And today, I'm going to walk you through exactly what I did to pay my bills to current from being past due. You're going to want to stick around for these steps because there are going to be some steps that you probably haven't heard before. Some of them you probably have and some you probably haven't. So let's get into it. So step one, stop avoiding the situation. I know it's uncomfortable. I know it's stressful. I know you probably don't want to answer the phone. You don't want to open up the mail. You don't want to click on the email. You don't want to click on the text message. But the bottom line is it is time to face the music. Is that what they say? It's time to face the music. But really, until you are tired of being tired, until you are tired of that emotion, you will continue to ignore. But the first thing that I really need for you to do is stop ignoring the problem. As I just said it, by ignoring the problem does not go away. It just continues to linger. So let's go ahead, put our big girl underwear on and let's face the problem. What I want for you to do is I want you to pull out every bill that you are behind on. And as a matter of fact, just pull out all of your bills just to make sure that you have a clear view of what is past due and what is current. Once you do that, I want you to make a list. In this list, you're going to write down everybody that you are past due on, meaning everybody that you owe, all of the creditors. You're going to write down what you owe, who you owe, and how much it is that you owe. And then I want you to also figure out how far behind you are on these said bills. I want you to prioritize your past due bills. Not every bill carries the same urgency, and we know that. There are some bills, normally utility bills, that you can go a long time without your utility being affected, turned off, shut off, or what have you. So a question that I need for you to ask yourself is, what bill will have the biggest impact if you don't pay it? And you can just go down the list. Is it housing, which is, your rent or your mortgage? Is it utilities, transportation? It could be your car. Whatever it is, you want to write down the impact that the bill will have if you do not pay it. Those are typically the bills that I would start with first, because you need your home, you need your utilities, you need to be able to drive around to even make more money if you need to. And anything else like insurances or anything like that, you definitely need those as well. Thing is, when you are behind, you have to focus on the bills that protect your stability first. Call every creditor, okay? You need to call them and create a plan with them. There are a couple of different things that you can do when you call your creditor. You can set up a payment arrangement. You can ask them to delete any fees that you may have or credit back any fees that you may have, any late fees or overdue fees. You also can ask them to defer any payments. You can ask them to forgive any payments. There are many creditors that will work with you as long as you call them. And when you call them and make these arrangements, it can definitely really help you to propel that bill forward. For example, I had a student loan that was late. It was severely late. And when I finally called them, I didn't have to pay them anything. They actually changed the terms to my loan, and then I became current. They changed my payment amount and put me back to current. I didn't have to come out of my pocket, not one bit. So it is important that you call your creditors and you create a plan with them. You let them know that you are willing to pay. You just need a little assistance. Create a plan. Once you have already prioritized your past due bills, you've already called the creditors and you have created a plan with them, you know now what bill is really due again. So you may need to go back and reprioritize, but now you need to create a plan. And this is where many people panic. And remember, you don't have to have everything figured out today, but creating a plan involves you creating your budget, because you need to be able to see what money you have coming in and how much money you have going out, and also to keep the bills that you already have current. Just need a strategy and a system. And just remember, the goal is not perfection, the goal is progress, okay? You're making progress on what you have decided that you're gonna fix. And trust me, if it takes 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you are going to eventually hit the finish line. You need to see what resources you have available, because before you can figure out how to solve the problem, you need to know what you got, right? And the thing is, you may realize that you have more options than you thought you did. But you need to figure out how to get current. Now, this is where the real honesty comes in at, okay? If you don't have enough money, how are you going to get it in order to pay the past due bills current while keeping the bills that you already have current? And this is where some people have to make difficult decisions. We talked about this on my vlog yesterday, or whenever I uploaded the vlog. The normal stuff that we always talk about: you may need to pick up extra shifts at work if they have overtime available for you. You may need to take a bonus that you're going to get and allocate that bonus to paying your bills to current. You may need to pick up a side hustle if you can, sell some stuff in your house. These are all the practical things that we know about and that we've talked about before, and we talk about millions of times. One of the things that I, in fact, had to do is I had to return something that I bought that I knew I should not have bought at the time even that I bought it. I knew what state I was in, and I still decided to buy the thing anyway. And it was eating me up. Every time I looked at the item, I knew you should not have purchased this thing. So I had to make the hard decision and return the item back to the store, because I knew that that was keeping me from being able to meet my financial goals. So if you have anything that you have just purchased within the last 30 days or 60 days, whatever the return policy is for that retailer, I would recommend that you return the item so that you can use that money to make yourself current. Now, here's the next thing that I'm going to recommend. There's 2 things that I'm going to recommend that you might not hear somebody else tell you to do. But I want to be very honest and transparent about how life really is, the way that I know it and the way that I've been able to utilize my resources, as well as other people that I know as well. So the first thing is, you may need to borrow the money. This is something that a lot of people don't want to do, of course, especially if you're borrowing the money from someone who won't let you live it down. Hopefully you don't have that type of situation in your life, but you may need to go to a trusted individual and borrow the money. That way, because the thing is, normally when you borrow money from people, sometimes the time can be stretched a little bit longer, and it's not going to take a hit to your credit. It's not going to take a hit to the thing being cut off, or whatever the case may be. And then you also stop incurring late fees and stuff like that. So if you can borrow the money, I would suggest that you do that. If it's safe, something that you feel very comfortable with doing, and if it's not going to cause any turmoil, if it's a good thing that you're able to do, if you have that resource, I would recommend that you do that. The next thing that I would recommend that you do, you probably really have never heard anybody say this, because I don't even know if I've ever said this, but you may need to, instead of robbing Peter to pay Paul, you might need to borrow from Bartholomew. I know some of you guys are like, what? Bartholomew was one of the 12 disciples, right? And so Robbing Peter to pay Paul is essentially, you may need to borrow from another bill in order to pay that thing current, but you would have to be very strategic with that. And what that means is, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say, for example, you have a mortgage, or you have rent, or you have something that's due. And yes, you're late after the 1st, but you're not going to incur a late fee until, let's say, the 15th of the month. But let's say that you have a bill that's maybe due on the 5th, and you have the opportunity to make that bill current, and then there is a payday, or you're going to be getting some money in between there. You may want to borrow the money to pay that bill on time, so when you get that other income, then you'll be able to pay that bill and you'll remain current. Now, you would have to be very strategic in doing this. I'm not telling you to incur any more late fees, or I'm not telling you to have any bad marks on your credit or anything like that. You would have to be very strategic, and you would have to know and understand how that creditor works. Okay? So take that with caution, I will tell you. But there are some people, mainly people who are past due on their bills, who are very sophisticated in knowing when they can pay something and when they can't. Like, these people, and I think we all know, like, unless we're a person who just have always paid our bills on time, if this is something that we consistently do, we pretty much know, like, I know I got into the 15th, or I know I got until this date before they come cut it off, or you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, okay? And I'm just going to sit here and be transparent and honest with you on how we need to try our very best to make it in this world. Yes, of course, if you can go out and do DoorDash or do any of those things, please let that be the first thing that you do. But I just want to give you all the options. These are things that I have done myself, but I have also been able to catch myself up and find myself in a better place. So I hope that that was helpful information. It's probably not the most popular, but it is what it is, okay? You're going to get the real deal Holyfield over here. And then the last thing that I want for you to do is to create your budget and work it. You may need to go back over your budget, and you may need to redo some numbers based upon what you've been able to pay, what you've been able to work out with the creditors. But create your budget. Make sure that you add the past due bill, the past due payments or payment arrangement or whatever it is that you have. Make sure that you add that into the budget and make some adjustments so that you're able to bring yourself current. Work your budget, look at it every single day. Make sure that you are tracking your expenses. Make sure that you are cutting out on things that are unnecessary so that you can catch yourself up. I really hope that this video was helpful for you. And I hope that these tips that I've provided to you will be able to help you to find yourself in a better place financially, okay? That is all for today's video. Remember, discipline today, freedom tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you in the next video. Go be great, besties. Peace out.
You're special and you're reckless. Remember, you're my bestest friend. Yeah, she's my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end it. And when I get the money back, then baby girl, you can spend it. And everything is alright. I like how you do it.